Hey guys, happy Monday. I hope you had a wonderful weekend and I hope that your week goes wonderfully as well. Okay, I pulled an energy card today because it looked to me like it was going to need some help here, and we have it. Okay, this is the patience card, patient card. Okay, it doesn't always show up well. There we go. It's a beautiful card. I want you to see it. Okay, I apologize. Oy. Okay. She holds a clock, right? And the card is white. It's beautiful. Patient. Patience. Okay. To me, this card always has that feeling of after a snowstorm, you know, that deafening silence where in that moment, everything is perfect. Everything is perfect, right? Take that energy. Take that with you through this week, okay? Because I think you may face some challenges here, okay? I don't think that this is anything that hasn't already been in the making here, because we've got two tens, the 10 of swords and the 10 of cups. And I'll tell you, I normally won't read cards in the reverse only because I can sense if there needs to be extra oomph or energy put there. I know to do that anyway, so I don't read the reverse, so to speak, like that. But if it needs extra care, I'll give it to there. So it's not that I don't read them, it's just I read them, but you may not always know that that's where I'm pulling from. So I'm telling you here, the reason that I'm showing you this in reverse is for two reasons. I cleared all my decks. I cleaned them all out today. I aligned them so the cards are all going the same way. So it's bizarre how this showed up in the reverse, because I just did this, just cleared all the energies. I just put them, all of my decks, I put them all right way up. So this is just, it's meant to be in the reverse, okay? And I don't think, again, that this was something that is just happening. I think this has been in the making for a bit, okay? But it is a daily read. Energy's not going to stop though, guys, okay? So I just want to bring this to your attention because I do have some good news around this, okay? We've come in with the 10 of Cups in reverse, okay? We've got the Page of Wands, 10 of Swords, and the Strength card, okay? I think that I'm going to go at this from a few different ways, okay? I think that it's something that is affecting you on the home front, okay? That 10 of Cups to me does not always mean the marriage card, the happily ever after card. To me, that's our drop spot, right? That's where we are comfortable, where we get our nurturing, where we just, you know, just come away from it all, from the world. That's our place, right? Our comfort zone. When it's in reverse like this, it can mean whatever it is in your day-to-day, right, that's causing upset is you're not losing it when you go home, right? So it's going to be something. It's going to be job related, it's going to be relationship related, it's going to be children related. Something is not able to it doesn't leave you when you get home at the end of the day, right? It's still something that has got your attention and your energy, okay? The Page of Wands comes in. That's the whipping power line. That's the angst behind wanting to do something. I think for the majority of you, this is something, if it's on the home front, okay, it's a relationship that you know, with someone else that maybe you need to talk about where, you know, it's good now, but where do we go from here? Because two tens can mean endings that will soon turn to new beginnings. So it could be a relationship that has to go in a new direction, because this bell can't be unrung. Okay, the Ten of Swords there. That means that something clearly, you know, it needs to go in a whole new direction. So it's either a way of looking at this, a way of thinking about it. What we don't have here are coins. Okay, we've got cups, we've got swords, we've got wands. This is more fire. We don't have any grounding here. So I'm going to say here that the Ten of there's over emotions here. You've got to hone that in a little bit and pull a little rational thinking, reasoning into this, okay? Because you don't get 2 tens by things being addressed. We get 2 tens by things being brushed under the carpet, and you know, they come up every once in a while. They somewhat get resolved, and then back under the carpet they go until they come up again and again and again. And this is, I think, where we are, because you come in with needing to pull from your strength here. Whatever the situation in it is revolving your inner strength, right? So that tells me that this is not something easy, okay? I think too, you know, the patience card, the energy card comes in, and it's telling you to just don't come at whatever decision this is that you're trying to make right now. Don't come at it from a place of desperation, right? Like a decision needs to be made right now. It has to be made right today. Right in this day, it has to be made. It has to be made like this, like this. I think that you need to, one, broaden your perspective on this. Take a step back, take a breath, and remove when we're pushed into a situation, right? And we think, again, this is a lot of energy here that's got nowhere to go except here, right? Which means that it's repeatedly been misdirected, you know, intentionally or unintentionally, but there's too much emotion in here. So I tend to think that it's either a relationship that is requiring a lot of you and it's too much, or vice versa, right? It can be something on the job front that's upsetting you on the day-to-day where you're needing to really just bite your tongue. It can be anything, but the patience card coming in here is telling you that, you know, don't make decisions from a place of desperation. Don't make decisions from a place of just one focal viewpoint, because you're cutting yourself off. Okay, if this is on the job front and you've lost a job and it's affecting now your home front, okay, because 2 tens can also mean in the reverse, it could be a wedding called off, ruin brought about by litigation. You could have been waiting for something, you know, in the legal arena that didn't turn out this way, or waiting for a settlement, and now your household is turned upside down. Okay. It can also be, you know, if you lost a job here, it's, you know, it's unexpected luck. With, you know, you can come up against a change in your occupation here, okay? I think something, if it is the job front, it catches you by a bit of surprise, and you're going to need to use your strength on that. And obviously it would turn your household upside down. Are you kidding me? Okay. Well, now we've got 3 tens. Okay. Give me one moment. Okay, we've got 3 tens and the Magician and the Page of Cups. Okay. Page of Cups can be a message coming about a relationship. Okay, it could come in the form of that. It could be a job, too. A creative job comes about, right? The rainbow is here, too. The Magician, something is coming here. 3 tens, if this is in your job front, guys, and I know a few of you did just lose your job, this means within a few weeks, new avenues are going to open up here, okay? It will come back around. You will find a job within a couple of weeks. That's what 3 tens mean. I have a feeling that this is something, okay? It's something that really has upset your home front. If this is a relationship, you know, too, this, if you've, again, I really think that this is on the job front. If you've been waiting for something to open up, if you lost your job but have not been lucky finding one, this card tells you that, you know, you'll find one within the next couple of weeks. To be patient. With this, I'm going to say, if you have closed yourself off to only looking for that job or only hearing about that job in one particular way, I'm just hearing now you need to listen. Like listen, like if you're in the coffee shop or you're going to hear something here. And I think that it comes for you in a way that is not in the way that you're currently looking. Okay? So think outside the box. There's something here too where you're going to, this again is pulling from all of your sources on the inside too. If you think that you can't get through whatever this is, I'm telling you right now, you absolutely can. So don't even go down that path because that'll do you in. Okay, this is a lot of energy that's got nowhere to go. And everywhere it's gone, it's hit resistance. Okay, that's tough energy. But the good news is, though, that with this Ten of Swords, you're now deciding, okay, this way is not working. Let me try it another way. Okay. It can be a relationship too, guys. I'm not going to say it could be a relationship. Now we've got 3 tens, though. That's a lot. That's a lot. A lot of endings and beginnings. Okay. It's also, it speaks of fame too. So, you know, if you beat your head really and think that it's just not going to come together, I think it comes together in a way that it just blows your mind. It's so out of the box and so big. Okay. This is, you know, it comes in a good way. Like we're like famous, really. Okay. So don't lose hope here on whatever front this is. If it's on a relationship front, things are upside down. Talk to the person. Okay, just talk to them. It's got to go in a separate way, and you know, really don't turn it into a brute force kind of screaming match. Really try to get these emotions in control here and use some reason. Okay, but for the majority of you, something may come across on the job front today. It won't be if you end up losing your job or if you have lost your job. Don't fret this because it's a start to a new beginning here too. That's what pages are. They're starts. They're the seeds, right? So something may come. Don't lose faith on that. Okay. And the good news is, okay, if we're pulling energy here, the 10 comes back up. This is inheritance. This is money coming in. Okay. Pages bring. We had one here too. Pages bring messages. Okay, this is about community. You may hear something about a job. You know, you may get money from somewhere. You know, whatever this is, I think it's not going to be pretty. But I think that what you're being asked here too is that to pull the vibration of being desperate out of it. Okay, you never want to make a decision from a place of being desperate. Okay, if in the job front they say we have to let you go if you don't decide to, you know, take this job, do not make a decision today on Monday. Do not make a decision. Okay, you will have more options coming up to you, and I think they're going to be a lot bigger than you think that they are. Okay, again, for it's a relationship on the home front or something is upsetting you on the home front. Doesn't even need to be with another person. Like I say, this is not a card to me that speaks of the happily ever after. But because you've got 3 tens in here, 3 tens do speak of two tens speak of a marriage, but you've got one in reverse, so it could be one that's detained or called off or something goes awry in that regard. But again, you've got the strength card in the end here, so you're going to need to pull on that. This is a card too, guys, that's got some karma in it. Okay, so you want to be strong in this. This is Leo. Okay, Leo is very, we just did this in the monthlies, right? Very pleasing, right? They forget about themselves in these equations. You don't want to do this because I really think on the home front, if this is in a relationship arena, it's someone demanding too much of you there's an imbalance there, okay? And it's not something that's just been going on. So you're going to need to really put yourself on the forefront here, okay? You can be on either end of this coin, okay? But you know, really put yourself into this equation. If you put your life on hold for someone else, you're being asked to pull yourself back here. Okay, I know this was a lot for a daily reading, but a lot came off of this, and 310s are not something that you can just really dismiss. There's something that has run the gamut, and now you really need to make a decision on it, but you don't need to make that from a place of desperation. You need to know now, okay, I need to address this, and you need to take a step back, take a deep breath, and make it from a place of calm. There is never only one way to do something, right? What did Rumi say? And we brought this up. There's 100 ways to kneel and kiss the ground. You're not limited ever to one, you know, one option ever. And nothing's ever that dire that you need to make a decision in this arena within, you know, from a place that could bite you in the ass again. 310s is a lot. That's a lot of endings. A lot's going to be behind this. A lot of endings and beginnings. Okay? But you've also got an 8 here. That is a power card. Okay? It's also a power card in business, which is what I think. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised how this turns out in the business arena. Okay? I don't always get guys to answer all of the comments, but I do read them. Okay, and I know that a few people did just lose their jobs and they were having a hard time finding a new one. This is a great throw for that, okay, because within a couple weeks you will get what you're looking for here, and I think it's going to be a lot more than you imagined. Okay, on the home front, have the discussion, have the hard talk. If you need some time back to yourself, pull it back to yourself. Okay, clearly emotions are out of whack here somewhere, so we need to take a step back. You know, I think whatever this is upset you very much, and a deep breath is clearly needed here. Okay, but we've got the Magician too. We can't forget this. All right, it'll come together. All right, it really will. All right, I hope that I helped you in some way. This was a good reading, okay? Forewarned is forearmed, so if you come up against something today, you won't be as shocked as you would if we didn't have this reading, right? But it's also just showing you, too, that better things are coming. They are. It's just when they come at us, chances are then, you know, we've been at a job forever and we hated it, right? And we just knew we should have left, but we never really just did. Well, when these things come about, we feel victimized and powerless, but I think when we take a step back and really think about it, it ends up being a blessing in disguise. I know what financial obligations are. I'm not oblivious to this, guys, honestly. But I also am human, too, and we've all been through this, right? So I think this is a good read. I think things need to clear out to start, right? Aries is the beginning of our new cycle, so I'm not at all surprised to see this, okay? I think that it's great. I think that you'll have a wonderful day. I think you're really going to see what you're made of, and I think you're going to be really proud of yourself, okay? Thank you so much. I hope I helped you in some way.